We are now in the final project. Let's start with the first clip. Here we have some speed ramping, we have a fade in, and we have this light effect. The fade in you can do manually by keyframing the opacity, but I have a transition from Motion VFX that I used for this. Then I did a speed ramp at the end of the clip to make the transition into the next clip a bit more interesting. I also added a zoom transition into the next clip. Lastly, we have the light effect. This is also a plugin from Motion VFX, which is called M-Flare. They have a lot of different options to choose from, but the one I used in this video is called Sunlit Sky. You can go into the effect itself to make keyframes and movement, like I did here. For the second clip I did a tilt movement with the camera at the right time. And the flying coffee capsule is actually a picture which is masked and keyframed. The same with the third clip, this is also a picture, masked and keyed out. I keyframed the picture to make the movement and stacked the images above each other to make this effect. The background is just a picture that I took of my backdrop. I added the effect from M-Flare and I added some movement. Nothing special with the next clip, I just dropped the coffee capsule from straight above the frame. The camera was on a tripod and set at 240 frames per second. Same thing with the next one, only this is shot with a macro lens. To make this clip I put together a series of pictures, adjusting the handle between each picture. Here I did a speed ramp and timed the cut with the music. I also added some movement. And again, this is a simple one. This is just a static shot with a macro lens at 240 frames per second. For the transition between this and the next clip, I used a transition called M-Transition Quake. This is also a plugin from Motion VFX. The only thing I did to this shot was to slow it down and keyframe some scaling movement. So for the last clip, this is stop motion. I took one picture, a sip of coffee, one more and a sip of coffee, and so on. Then I just sequenced the pictures to make this clip. For color grading I used M-Film Look. And lastly I spiked it up with some sound design. And that's about it. I hope you found this video somewhat helpful. Here is a final look at the video with the whole timeline.